The River Press, Fort Benton, Montana, Wednesday, July 6th, 1887. The Glorious Fourth. How it was celebrated at Fort Benton. The largest gathering ever witnessed at the river Metropolis. A magnificent parade. An excursion down the river on the Steamboat Josephine. Splendid display of fireworks, etc. The 4th of July, 1887, was a gala day for Fort Benton. The grand steamboat excursion, the event of the day that was looked forward to with more genuine interest than any other excursion down the broad bosom of the mighty Missouri on the good steamer Josephine. Everybody was anxious to go, yet many were deterred, fearing that the crowd would be too great to make the trip enjoyable. At 6 o'clock, the band on the hurricane roof struck up a lively air as the lines were hauled in and the steamer swung gracefully out into the current. There were at least 400 people on the 3 decks, and all had ample room to move about and enjoy themselves. The officers and the crew of the boat vied with each other in trying to make everyone feel perfectly at home, and nothing was left undone on their part to add to the pleasure of the occasion. The band was stationed on the boiler deck and played its liveliest airs, while the bellas and the bows took possession of the cabin, which had been cleared for this purpose, and joined in the mazes of the waltz and all the other dances known to the devotees of the Terpsichore. The band played without ever seeming to grow tired, and flying feet kept time to the ravishing music. Those who were not dancing engaged in social converse and enjoyed to the fullest extent the delightfully cool breezes of the river, and ever and anon grew quiet to listen to the sweet strains of music as it floated out over the waters. Not an incident occurred to mar the genuine pleasure of this trip, and all came home thoroughly delighted after 2 hours of smooth sailing, and the unanimous verdict was that they had never had a more enjoyable time. The pyrotechnical display. Upon the return of the steamer, and as soon as the crowd had taken supper, the grand display of fireworks began on the riverfront, about the ferry tower. It required more than an hour, with numerous volunteer assistants, to wind up the gorgeous display. The fireworks had been shipped from St. Paul and arrived on the evening of the 3rd day. The balloon Ascensions, in front of the store of A. Nathan, who had imported the balloons especially for this occasion, later in the evening. The dance opened in the main courtroom in the new courthouse, which was the only room in town large enough to accommodate the crowd. The dance was free, and all indulged in it to their heart's content. Every leading citizen of Fort Benton was present with his family, and the citizens from the surrounding country for a long distance joined in the happy throng. The ladies looked their loveliest in their light summer ball dresses. The music was exquisite, and joy reigned supreme. In the early morning hours, the ball closed without even an unpleasant feature. With it ended a memorable day in this history of Fort Benton, one that will ever be remembered by those who participated in it with pride and pleasure. Fort Assiniboine is celebrating the Glorious Fourth in royal style and sends greeting to Fort Benton, with the hope that your celebration may prove a grand success. Tell the 20th Infantry Band that their comrades join in wishing them an enjoyable time at the River Metropolis. The River Press, Fort Benton, Montana, Wednesday, July 6, 1887.